Why so valuable? You know, some people just walk into a room and instantly gain respect with their alluring presence and commanding authority. How do they do that? And why do you crave the attention so much? Or maybe you're scared to dig deeper because the truth is always darker. You know what I think? I think what you really crave is to be feared. The kind that sends shivers down spines, leaves their breath caught halfway to their lungs when you walk into the room. The kind that emerges from the shadows in the presence of your actions. Because actions, as we all know, speaks louder than words. And when your actions hold so much weight, a lot of times, there's really not much to be said. Silence is a scream that no one can pinpoint, no one can stifle, because it lingers, it festers, and long after you've left, it's still there, gnawing away at their thoughts, which is why chatter is cheap. You hear people say that all the time. The more they talk, the more they show their hand. Desperate little puppets pulling their own strings, hoping someone notices. And when they don't, they'll try to intimidate with the sound of their voice. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we learn that not saying much and staying put instills more fear than you think. You see, your whole life, they've been feeding you lies. I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist when I say this, but it's true. That's all we've been hearing all our lives. Speak up, be clear, explain yourself. And where's that gotten you? You're spinning your wheels, shouting into the void, hoping the void will shout back. But the truth, the void doesn't care, and neither do they. And this is the reason why silence is golden and ruthless at the same time, because its power manifests tension that they fear. And that's what you need, it's silence. What you need is silence. Cold, ruthless, powerful. It's the unknown and the absence that creates the tension that they fear. Does that make sense? You see, when you stop talking, when you stop explaining, you become a riddle that they can't solve, because you no longer find the need to prove yourself. And people hate when they can't figure you out. They'll start to unravel, fidget, trip over their own words, trying to fill the gap you've left. That's when you know you've got them, and that's when you win. And let's be honest, people, they don't care about you. They'll smile, they flatter, they play their little games, but the moment you're out of sight, you're out of mind. So why waste your breath? Stop trying to win their approval. Stop feeding their illusion of control. And once you do that, you stop caring about them, and suddenly, poof, you're untouchable. Oh, but they'll try. Oh yeah, they'll push, they'll prod, they'll do everything to get a reaction. Insults, threats, maybe even a little blood. But you don't flinch, you don't react. You let them punch shadows, let them tire themselves out swinging at nothing, right? And trust me, guys, it's not easy, but you have to build that emotional control. Because once they know that they can swing you easily, they'll try to intimidate you, and they'll try to push your buttons. And the beautiful irony, the more they push, the more they crumble. They'll invent their own demons to fear, they'll project their nightmares onto you, and you won't have lifted a finger. And that's the brilliance of silence. It's a mirror. It forces them to face their own weakness, their own insecurities, and they'll destroy themselves trying to escape it. Trust me, once upon a time, I was a little boy that was not able to control his emotions. I had anger management issues. I went out of control a lot of times, and a lot of times I paid the price. So here's the deal. You're going to stand there, calm as a corpse, still as the grave, and just let them talk. Let them sputter and seethe and drown in their own noise. You won't give them a damn thing. And when they break, and trust me, they will break, you'll still be there, untouchable, unfazed, and most importantly, comfortable in your own skin. Because in this world, it's not the loudest who command power. No. It's the ones who don't need to say a word. Silence. Silence isn't surrender, it's strategy. It's the storm that comes before the crash. And when you learn to wield it, you won't need to shout to be heard. They'll feel you. Oh, trust me, they'll feel you. And when they feel you, they'll fear you. And when they fear you, they will never, ever forget you.